Hello, Naomi. So good to see you.
Good
Where
see
are you?
I'm Nara.
In Nara, your hometown.
Yes.
Good to see you. And I really loved your movie. Really deeply loved your movie.
Thank you.
It stays in you forever. I mean, it's a necessary film. We all need that film. And yeah, also probably because the feeling of being abandoned as a child is an experience that a lot of people have been through, and and I think it's important for people to understand that feeling, what it is to abandon and what it is to be abandoned, or also what it is to adopt. It's not easy either, but there's many different ways to be true mothers. Not just one way. I wanted to say to you, Naomi, because I worked with you. I did a film with you 2-3 years ago. We were in the forest in near Nara, your hometown. And in this film, True Mothers, you speak about what it is to be a true mother without being a conventional way of being a mother, because you're showing the mother with who's giving the child who's so young that has to, and the family is not willing to keep the child. It moves me, I'm sorry, but I shouldn't be sorry anyway. It's like that. And there's the other mother who's not able to have a child with her husband and is adopting that child. And first of all, the subject matter would be forever one of the most important themes in life. But I was very moved because the way you did it was beautiful, first of all. So because you have a way to include true lives and true experiences. Yeah, the documentary inside of it, in this island where the young girls are giving up their children, you're showing that, and it becomes so real, even though the acting is superb in the film. But also, I'm very moved by your film because I know your story. You know me with you're an abandoned child.
Yeah. Yeah. 2年前の森の中でもなんかこうそういう私たちのプライベートななんかこう女性としての例えばこう母としての思いとか女性としての思いとかを話しながら泣いてたよね。私たちは本当に生まれも育ちも違うし、職業としてもジュレットは俳優であり、私は監督だけど、でもこの本当地球上に生まれて同じ時代に生きて映画を一緒に作れたのは本当幸せだった。今さ、コロナで大変だけどさ、ジュリエットはどう？人生、今。
At the moment, I'm shooting a film with a woman director, Claire Denis, and we're finishing the film. We have 3 more days. It's been really rough subject matter and rough shooting in a way. So I'm happy that it's almost over. It was very wordy, lots of lines to learn, but beautiful technicians. I mostly know all of them. And also because I've done 2 films with Claire. And during that time, it's been tough because we had to stay in, and I stayed in Paris, in my hometown. But at the same time, I had the chance to stay with my children for this period of time. And I cooked a lot. and I read a lot. And my readings, I think, really changed something deep in me. You know, it developed something different. Because usually, you know, I'm running, I'm working like crazy, and it was a good time to come down and be in a family mode, and also a more intimate time. So I think as artists, we need to nourish ourselves. You know, we need to take time to have spaces, you know, of silence, spaces of experiencing something new, so we can give something, you know, new into the art. How about you?
Me? なんか私は、なんかこう、もちろんだから家にいて、私も息子がいるんだけど、やっぱりこう一緒に料理をしたりとか、そう、一緒にね、映画を作ったんだよ、彼と。で、彼が出演してくれて、私が撮影をして、本当に家の中と近所の公園だけだったんだけど、もうなんかその時も描いた世界では、なんか私たち今地球上で同じ体験をしてるよね。で、その同じ体験の中で、じゃあ一番大事なものって何なんだろうね、みたいなことを考えてる。だから今回の朝が来るの映画でも、なんだろう、この本当に、2人の母親たち、そしてまたそれを取り囲む人たちもそうなんだけど、なんかこう何かを失ってるんだよね。何かを失ってるんだけど、でも生きていかなきゃいけないっていう、その先に確実にそのつながりがあるっていうか、出会いがあるっていうか、そういうことをこう信じて作ってた映画なんだよね。なんかさ、ジュリエット、私たちの国の女性の置かれてる立場とかをこの映画を見てどう思った？
Well, I think, Naomi, you're an example for women's liberation in Japan. That's my feeling. Because I know the conditions for women are not always easy, because the tradition is very strong, and the patriarchal, conventional reference is very strong in Japan, in many other countries, but in Japan, it feels like it as a European when I came here. So it feels that those kind of films, the films you're making, are very necessary to open minds and hearts, and not fear the new, not fear that there's another possibility of living together, and yet freeing women. I mean, not only women, but women, you know, also. Because even here in France, you know, I meet with Japanese women, and they had to leave their country because they pass the age of getting married somehow, or having a child, even though they're very young. And so they think that their lives is over, and they have to move to another country in order to live and not being judged from outside. And that was when I realized that I was very moved and sad in a way at the same time. I think that movies help opening minds and people's lives. That's my belief. And a lot of women go and see movies in Japan. More women than men, from what I understand.
Yeah. なんか本当になんかこの状況っていうのはもちろんそのジュレットが言うように伝統的なものの方を大切にされがちで、女性はそれに縛られてしまうっていう側面もあるし、今回の場合は特に養子縁組っていう特別な養子縁組っていう制度をまだ実は日本のほとんどの人が知らないっていうような現実もあって、つまり養子っていうものに対する寛容なこう考え方っていうのがまだまだ足りない国なんですね。でも子供にとってはある一つの家庭が家ね、 お家がどれだけ大切かっていうことなんだよね。まあ、私自身が養子だから絶対的にそれは本当自伝的なこととして言えるんだけど、なんか血のつながりっていうことももちろん大切かもしれないけど、一つ屋根の下に暮らす者たちが家族になっていくっていうことも、それは幸せなことなんだよね。なんかそれを伝えたいなっていうのもあった。
I remember working with you, Naomi. I was very surprised that how you would put your crew, your technicians, you know, everybody together as one body, one corpse, you know, of and like moving with what's happening. I was very mesmerized by it because I've never seen that before. And it's really your way of also training your technicians who work with you all the time, even though I know that some of the scenes you shot yourself, the camera on the shoulder or as a DP. But what struck me when I was working with you is that sometimes you would, the whole group was like one body would move around in order to film something that is happening in a very silent way and respectful way, and yet quick way, very quickly. And I think it's very specific to the way you want films to happen. I mean, I've done about 80 films, something like that. And I've never seen such a way of working, and very specific to you. And just in doing making one little gesture or looking somewhere, everybody is together. And I know that you spend a lot of time with your crew at the end of the day, speaking with them until midnight, working, sort of doing a therapy group with your people for 3 hours. And also you have a massage person who's taking care of everybody who's, you know, tired or needs to have a massage. I think it's a very special atmosphere and family group you're making, and very loving and special.
Thank you. そうなんだよね。まあ、私の現場は本当にそういうふうに言ってもらえるととても嬉しいし、今ジェレットが言ったみたいにすごく静かに一つのボディみたいにこう動いていくっていうのには、私たち日本人の持ってる資質っていうのももしかしたらあるかもしれなくて、っていうのは私たち言葉をこう交わし合って議論をし合うっていうことはもしかしたら得意じゃない、人種かもしれないんだけれども、おもんばかる相手を謙虚に思いやって誰がどういうふうに動くかを分かり合ってるっていうようなところもあるんだよね。だから多分ジュレットたちの文化からしてみるとすごく不思議な、なんで静かで何も誰も言ってないのにみんなが同じ方向向いて歩くのとか作業できるのっていうふうに思うかもしれないけど、私の現場ではその俳優も含めてみんなが同じ方向に進んで同じものを見て、まるで人生のように生きているように映画を撮ってるのね。なんかその体験は私にとって、私が自分の人生の中でネガティブに感じることをポジティブに変えていく、自分でそれをやっていくっていうような一つの映画作り宝物でもあるんですね。映画の中で、牧田アジュという新しい新人の女の子が光という役をやってるんだけど、彼女が、赤ちゃんをね、産んだ赤ちゃんをその夫婦のもとに託して、でもその時に頭を下げてごめんなさいって言うじゃない、あの姿っていうのは本当に私も実はあの時自分がカメラを回していたんだけれども泣きながら撮ってたんだよね。なんか普通だったらとても悔しくて怒り出しそうな場面でも彼女のこう謙虚でごめんなさいと言いながらこう赤ちゃんを差し出す姿というのはどういうふうに思った？
I was I don't know how to describe that. That's probably why I'm an actress. I can only do it with emotions or whatever. But no, I thought when I rethought about that moment, and I thought it's amazing that it's the emotion of could be shame, could be a sort of grateful expression, but also it's a mix of being grateful because she can give the child to parents, but also shameful because she cannot deal with it and she cannot be a mother. But also it serves the story you want to say, and that's what I love. It's the combination of emotions and yet not losing track of how you're going to tell the story and why you're telling the story, and the fact that the parents cannot recognize the woman, cannot see the woman, who's not sure, and ourselves as a spectator, we're not sure when she comes back whether she was really the woman, the mother, or not. And so all this combination I thought was very clever, and more than clever, it was really a great choice as a director, because we still in the story, we're feeling, and you never lose us, you never let go of us as a spectator. So I thought it was very powerful. And I love the actors, the young actress. I mean, all of them, but especially the young actress, I think is just her presence and all the layers she's going through are very well done. And the way you shot her, knowing the way you shoot films is I was very in it, always. And I would say there's one moment I will never forget. I cannot speak. It's terrible. No, it's the moment on the island with a young girl. The true, because it was a sort of, there's a little bit piece of documentary of real people, the women. I mean, it's still a film, but it's the way you include real life and real people is it's so moving. The girl who says, who's it's her birthday, she's 20 years old, and she's, in a way, she is so happy and so destroyed at the same time.
Yeah.
It's amazing that in life you have sometimes both that are coming together. It makes you even more human. And the fact you were able to catch that was very, very moving.
Thank you, Juliet. もうなんか全部
very strong.
Yeah. 私がやっぱり現場で今回の映画本当に実際の、子供を、渡さなければいけないリアルな実母も映画の中に登場してるし、こうした俳優の牧田あじも登場してて、そういう人たちが融合してるのね、この映画の中で。私はこの映画の中でやっぱりこの今現代日本で見えないところで日陰の中で生きているこういった女性たちの姿をフォーカスしたかった、光を当てたかった。そしてこの人たちがいることをみんなに知ってほしかった。人間同士がこれを知らないで、なかったことにしないで生きていく、そういう世界にはしたくない。みんなが新しく生まれてくる子たちが本当に幸せで、生きていって、そういう世界、そういう光が照らされる世界をみんなにも見てほしいっていうふうに思いました。 ありがとう。
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mother is still alive, Naomi, right?
Yeah.
And are you going to show her the film?
Yeah.
Have you done it, or are you going to do it?
Not yet.
あ
もうでも見てるかも。
あ。
I don't know. わからないです。私の本当の母親はどこかで見てるかもしれない。映画は私のいないところでも私の人生を映してくれるかもしれない。そこで出会ってくれるかもしれない。まだ見ぬ人たち、知り合ってない人たちにそれが届くかもしれない。そういう素晴らしいものだと思って信じて作り続けていきたいなと思ってる。いや、で、私今回この映画の一番最後、エンドクレジットの最後の最後に、私自身の本当に言いたかったメッセージを入れているので、私の名前が出るまで見てください。
You don't want to say it now?
会えてよかった。I found you. You found me?
You mean I found my mother?
私は、このあさとくんがね、世界を見たっていう風な意味で言ってると思ってる。世界が見えた。だから私たちはこの世界を本当にいい方向に導かなきゃいけないと思ってる。自分の世代が一歩を進める方の先が暗闇の方向に行くんじゃなくって、自分たちが踏ん張って、どんなにネガティブなことがあろうとも、それをポジティブに変えていく、そういうエナジーを持ち続けなきゃいけないっていうふうには思ってる。
I know you're very spiritual person, Naomi. And you do it really, you know, it's not an attitude or a fake way of behaving. It's really a daily experience for you. And I was taken aback when you took us with the script to different temples near where we're going to be shooting and having the blessings of the priests, you know, the Shintoism and Buddhism and, you know, special people taking care of the spirit of the place, spirit for the film as well. And did you do that as well for the script, the True Mothers? Did you go to a temple to have the blessings?
Of course.
You know what I did on my last film? I thought this idea to bless the script before going on a set is just a beautiful idea, because you want to have all the wishes, all the desires, everything, every thoughts, being for that special creation. So I went to a church and I asked the priest if he could bless the script. And he said, well, I don't know what's in it. That was his answer. I say, well, it doesn't matter what's in it. Just have some blessing on it. But to question it, before, I found it so interesting as a different set of minds, that the blessing is you have to trust that what's in it will be for the good of everyone. But the fact of doubting that it might not be good, I thought it's not the spirit we were in.
そっか。なんか、 もちろんだから今回ね、実はね、映画の現場がジュリエットとやった時吉野っていう場所、山の場所だけだったけど、今回ね全国6カ所でやってるのね。東京、横浜で、まあ東京っていうで、都市部だよね、シティ、それから奈良っていうカントリーサイド、それからアイランド、まあ大きく分けると3つか。なんかそういうところでなんか全部やってたよ。土地の神様に祈って映画が成功するようにって。いやだからまあそういうことよくわかんないけどね、なんか太陽が本当にあんな風な美しい夕日が出てくれたりとか、まあ奇跡が起こるよね。私たちの中に映画を撮ってる現場ってミラクルが起こるよね。そういうふうにみんなが何かを信じるっていうか、それが俳優の心に宿って、それが形になって出てくるっていう、まあ、それは素晴らしい体験だと思
う。Yeah, I agree.
うん。
It's a way to link and be humble in front of that magical action that is filming, and something magical needs to happen. And I want to give you all the blessings I can for you to be selected for the Oscars. I think you're an exception, you know, in a way of being away from Tokyo, resisting to be a woman director, which is not easy in Japan, and being independent as a director, as a producer. I think it's very special. Not a lot of people do that in Japan, and it's helping developing the idea of the inside freedom. And I think it would be symbolically very important for not only for Japan but also for the world.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。もういいと思います。Thank you, Julie. Let's see.